Now, we recently built our new office out of SIP panels, and you can see the inside and the outside of the materials is an OSB board like this. The outside of the office, we've cladded it in a composite board and it looks great. However, this inside area, we've got to work out what we want to do with it. Now, people sometimes will just plaster over it, put some beads on there, skim it, let it dry and paint it. It's like what we did with the ceiling. However, I want to kind of create a bit of an industrial look on there, and I want to try and achieve a nice quality look out of these cheap OSB boards. And the best way of doing it is applying Frenchic's furniture wax. The great thing about it, it's quick and easy to apply. Open your tin, get yourself a good hard stiff brush, plenty on there, and just start to paint it on. Now, it looks quite dark to start with. I'll just complete this square section in here, in this recess. You don't have to be that neat when you're applying it. Just pop it on kind of any way to start with, making sure it's getting in between all of the gaps in the OSB board. And then once you've got it on, then you can kind of just feather it one way like this. And then you can get yourself an old cloth. Now, you can let this penetrate in probably for 5, 10, 15 minutes even before you start polishing it up. But I just want to show you when you do polish it up, it goes a little bit lighter. I'll do the top bit of it. So we can see it is a little bit lighter than there where it hasn't been buffed up, but it is darker in between the deep kind of recessed bits of the surface of the OSB board. And that for me is giving a nice kind of industrial, classy look to it. Now, I'm using Frenchic's browning wax to cover my OSB boards, but you've got a choice of 4 different colours. As well as browning wax, you have defining wax, clear and white wax. They can all be applied with the same method using a stiff paintbrush. Now, you might find you've got areas where you don't want the wax to go on. Like I've got here, this is a concrete print wall. It's very heavily textured and it's also porous as well. So it would be difficult to clean the wax off if we got any on there. So I have put some tape along the areas that you don't want to get the wax on, and that'll just help you cut in a nice straight line and keep it nice and neat. Once you've applied that on and you've buffed it, then you can take that off. You can get different types of masking tape, low impact tapes that are good for sticking for things like this, but I've just used a parcel tape there and that'll be fine. It won't mark the actual wall itself. If you're doing large areas like these walls, you might want to get yourself an electric buffer. It's so much quicker and easier, and I'm sure you'll agree you get a fantastic result from it. So that's 2 of my walls now complete. All I've got to do is the window wall. So that's the OSB walls in our office now complete with Frenchic's furniture wax. If you want to know more about the vast range of products that they stock, just check out the website, frenchicpaint.co.uk.